Welcome to our YouTube channel, The Stoic Way. Seduction isn't loud. It doesn't announce itself like a storm breaking the sky. It's a whisper in the dark, a glance that lingers just a second too long, a touch that feels both accidental and intentional at the same time. But here's the question. Would you even know if a woman is trying to seduce you, or would you brush it off? Convinced it's all in your head. Seduction is an art as old as time, and women have perfected it in ways that men often fail to notice scientists studying. Body language say that over 90% of human communication is nonverbal meaning, that seduction happens not in words but in the spaces between them. So if a woman is trying to pull you into her web, she won't tell you outright. She'll make you feel it if you've ever had that eerie sense that a woman is playing a game with you, but you can't quite put your finger on it. Pay attention. Here are 8 clear signs that she's trying to seduce you. Sign 1, she uses the eyes that linger. Technique. A woman's eyes are the first giveaway of her intentions. If she's trying to seduce you, her gaze won't be casual. It will lock onto you and hold. There's something ancient about the way attraction works through eye contact. Studies in psychology and human attraction reveal that prolonged eye contact releases phenylamine P, a chemical linked to feelings of infatuation. Ever felt an unexplainable pull towards someone after they held your gaze a little too long? That's the power of lingering eyes. But here's where it gets interesting. There's a difference between eye contact and seduction. Casual eye contact happens in passing. She looks away. Seductive eye contact is different. It's intentional. She holds your gaze a second longer than she should. And when she finally looks away, it's slow, like she's savoring the moment. And then there's the classic test. Does she keep catching your eye across the room? A woman trying to seduce you will create an invisible string between your gazes, making it feel like the rest of the world fades into the background. And if she combines it with a slight smile, one that hints at something unsaid, consider yourself officially in the game. Sign 2. Her touch is accidental, but never really is a brush of her fingers, a pat on your shoulder that lingers, her knee accidentally pressing against yours under the table. Seduction is in the details, and touch is the oldest trick in the book. Women know this instinctively. If she's trying to seduce you, she won't just use her words, she'll let her body do the talking. Now, here's the trick. Most men dismiss these touches as accidental. But let me ask you, how many times do you accidentally touch someone you aren't interested in? Exactly, a woman who's trying to seduce you will use subtle, strategic touch to create tension. This works because physical touch releases oxytocin, also known as the bonding hormone. It builds connection, lowers defenses, and makes you crave more of her presence without you even realizing why. The key is to notice the patterns. If she repeats the same accidental touches, they're not accidents. If she touches you more than she touches others in the same room, it's deliberate. If she playfully hits your arm, fixes your shirt, or finds excuse uses to invade your personal space, she's testing your reaction the next time she accidentally touches you. Don't brush it off. Ask yourself, is she creating the tension, or are you just ignoring it? Sign 3. Her voice softens and slows down. Most people think seduction is all about looks, but they're missing one of the biggest weapons. The voice. A woman trying to seduce you will change the way she speaks when she's around you. Pay attention and you'll notice her tone is softer, more intimate. Her pace slows down as if she's savoring each word. Her voice drops in pitch, making it more sensual. Why does this happen? It's science. Research shows that women naturally lower their voices when speaking to someone they're attracted to. A deeper, softer voice is perceived as more attractive and alluring. It draws the listener in. Think about it. Have you ever heard a woman's voice change when she's on the phone with someone she likes? That's because seductive speech isn't just about words, it's about creating a mood. And here's where it gets really interesting. She will adapt her voice to match yours. This is called vocal mirroring, and it's an unconscious behavior people do when they feel connected to someone. So if her voice suddenly feels different around you, smoother, warmer, slow, lower, it's because she's pulling you into her rhythm. And if she drops her voice into a whisper, forcing you to lean in closer to hear congratulations, you've just entered her game sign 4. She plays with her lips and hair. A woman's lips and hair are 2 of the most powerful tools of seduction. And trust me, she knows it if a woman is trying to seduce you. Watch what she does when she's around you. Some signs are so subtle they barely register, but your subconscious picks them up anyway. Lip biting or lip touching. This is a subconscious signal of attraction, drawing your attention to her mouth, slowly licking her lips. Not in an exaggerated way, just subtly enough that you can't help but notice playing with her hair, twisting a strand around her finger, running her fingers through it, or flipping it to one side to expose her neck. All of these are classic preening behaviours, things women do when they're subconsciously trying to make themselves more attractive to someone. Psychologists say that women instinctively enhance their feminine features when they want to attract someone. Lips and hair are 2 of the most visually striking aspects of femininity, so she will draw attention to them when she's feeling seductive. And here's a secret: if she applies lip balm or lipstick in front of you, she's testing your reaction, because seduction isn't just about attraction. It's about tension, and she wants to know if you're paying attention. Sign 5. She creates intimate distance. Seduction is not just about what's said, it's about how close someone gets when they say it. There's a silent language of proximity, a way people communicate attraction without ever uttering a word. When a woman is trying to seduce you, she'll start invading your personal space, but in a way that feels strangely natural, even hypnotic. Think about this: when a stranger stands too close to you, your instincts tell you to move away. But when an attractive woman slowly reduces the space between you, step by step, inch by inch, you don't pull back. You lean in. That's because proximity breeds intimacy, according to research in human psychology. Our comfort zones are typically 18 inches apart for casual interactions. But when attraction is at play, that distance shortens dramatically. If a woman is trying to seduce you, she will start shrinking that space. She will stand closer than necessary, making it so that even a slight movement causes contact. She will lean in when she speaks, bringing her lips closer to yours than necessary. She will position herself so that your arms, legs, or shoulders naturally brush against each other. Now here's the key: she's watching to see if you pull away. If you don't, that's her green light to take things further. The next time a woman enters your space and stays there, don't ignore it. Ask yourself, would she be standing this close to anyone else in the room? If the answer is no, then congratulations, she's already pulling you in. Sign 6. She uses the game of compliments. Compliments are easy to brush off. Anyone can say, "You have a nice smile," or "I like your shirt." But when a woman is seducing you, her compliments take on a different tone, a deeper, more personal edge. She doesn't just say, "You look good," she makes it intimate. Instead of saying, "You smell nice," she says, "I love the way you smell in," instead of saying, "You have nice arms." She says, "I love how strong your arms feel." Instead of saying, "You're funny," she says, "I love the way you make me laugh." Do you see the difference? She makes it about her experience of you. This subtle shift is what makes her words seductive. She's not just giving you a casual compliment. She's creating a mental imprint that links her emotions with your presence. And here's where it gets even more interesting. She'll compliment things other women don't normally notice: the way you think, the way you walk, the way your voice sounds when you say her name. When a woman is truly seducing you, she's making you feel special in a way that no one else does. And once she succeeds in that, she knows she has you sign 7. She tests you with playful resistance. Here's where things take a psychological turn. Seduction isn't always a straight line. It's a push and pull, a game of tension. A woman who's seducing you won't make it too easy. She will introduce moments of playful resistance, teasing you just enough to make you want to chase her, for example. She might act like she's unimpressed by your charm just to see how you respond. She might flirt heavily, but when you lean in, she pulls back with a smirk. She might jokingly say, "I don't trust guys like you," but her body language tells a different story. This is called the push-pull effect, a seduction technique that keeps men hooked. Here's why it works. Humans value what they have to work for when something is given freely. It's taken for granted, but when it feels just, out of reach, it becomes irresistible. A seductive woman understands this. Instinctively, she will create moments of doubt, not to reject you, but to make you desire her even more. The key here is confidence. If you react insecurely, she'll know you're not the kind of man she wants to seduce. But if you play along, meeting her teasing with equal energy, she will escalate the game. And once the game starts, there's no turning back. Sign 8. She talks about what-if scenarios with you. This is one of the biggest giveaways that a woman is trying to seduce you when a woman is attracted to you. She will mentally explore what it would be like to be with you, but she won't always say it directly. Instead, she'll drop subtle. What-if scenarios that hint at something more? What if we were stranded on an island together, who would survive? What if we had met years ago? Do you think we would have been trouble? What if we had to share a hotel room? Would you trust me? These kinds of statements serve one purpose: to plant a seed in your mind. Because here's the truth. If she's talking about hypothetical situations where you and her are together, she's already thought about it. And now she's waiting to see if you'll take the bait. This is the final stage of seduction, where she's no longer just flirting. She's pulling you into her world. She's making you think about her, about you, about the two of you together. And once that thought enters your mind, it's nearly impossible to ignore. Seduction isn't about luck, it's about perception. Women don't seduce by accident. Every lingering touch, every deep stare, every teasing remark is a calculated move to draw you in. The question isn't whether a woman is seducing you, it's whether you're paying attention. So the next time you notice these signs, don't dismiss them as coincidences, because in the world of attraction, nothing is ever accidental. And if you want to keep learning the hidden psychology behind attraction and relationships, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. You never know what you might be missing. Now, tell me, have you ever experienced a woman doing these things to you? Drop a comment below. Let's talk.